I don't think I've ever formally introduced the Subaru to the Tim's Teachable Moment people. You ever had a car that you just don't bond with? This is it for me. Wasn't planning on buying it, wasn't looking for it. My wife had totaled the third vehicle she totaled since we were married. She totaled a few before we were married. But third, wasn't planning on this. Had a Honda Accord that I thought was going to be her lifetime vehicle. Now, because of issues, she liked this because the height of it was just right, so she'd get in and out without having to go up or down either way. She looked at it, she liked it, we got it. Now, this is a 06 Subaru 4-cylinder, 2.5 limited automatic. Yeah, it's got the all-wheel drive, or what do they call it? Yeah, they got some name for it. Anyway, I just don't really fit in the car. The steering wheel telescoped would have been better, but between getting the arms right and getting this right, I don't fit. Anyway, she loves it. When we got it, the guy had said he had H6 struts and springs. That's why it's a little bit higher than normal Subaru 4-cylinder. So that's why she was able to get in and out of it so easily. It was just the right height for her. I think he said something about brakes. But anyway, me and this car have not bonded. I try. But when things break, it's just a Subaru. That's my wife's vehicle. So I got to fix it. This thing eats brakes. Eats wheel bearings too. And look up online, it seems they all eat wheel bearings. I mean, when you look up CV axles for the front, and there's a package kit between CVs and wheel bearings, they eat wheel bearings. I did the rear wheels, I don't know, 20,000 miles ago, maybe 10,000 miles ago. My wife went somewhere on the highway, came back, said, I couldn't hear the radio. Rear wheel bearings. And the last 4,000 or 5,000 miles, getting noises and I call it death wobble from the four-wheel drive solid axle world. So it felt like in the front, right front wheel bearing was just shot. So I replaced that a week or so ago and couldn't get the caliper off the rotor to get to the wheel bearing. What the heck? And one of the brake pads was almost to the metal, and the other one was about halfway, 3/4 really. Okay. Maybe it's just cheap pads. I had not changed the front pads. I changed the rears because they go through pads every 5,000 to 6,000 miles. So the fronts. I had another set of pads I bought last time I changed the rears. I'm going to do the fronts too, and never got to it because I didn't really care. It's a Subaru. Now, this thing does have the proper Subaru pedigree. This thing was bought new, according to the owner's manual on the card inside, from a dealership in western Washington State by a young lady. Then ended up in Austin by a guy who was a Subaru guy. He put the bigger, stiffer springs and struts in it. Then he went and put 2001 and 2004 rear brakes on it. I didn't really recognize the significance of that. It's the first time I tried to buy brake pads, and they don't fit in the rear. 01 to 04 is bigger rear caliper, bigger rear rotor than 05 and newer. I learned that one, but I forgot it last time the pads went out in the back after only 5,000 miles. Rotor was all ground up. And I guess I bought 01 to 04 rotors. I'd forgotten that because when I found this one, I went to push the one. It's got twin piston calipers in the front. Went to push the piston back in, it wouldn't go. It was stuck. Okay, so I bought 4 rotors, and thankfully rotor are caliper brackets because I noticed the pads on the rears were wearing sideways. The whole caliper was bent a little bit. That's also a Subaru issue. So I got shiny parts up here. Went to do the back today. It's a pain to get the rotor the caliper bracket off. Got it off, put the new ones on. No, it's about 5 millimeters too big of a rotor. So now I gotta go find out what brake pads and what rotors I bought 2 years ago. Last time I did those. So just the front's got deal today. Got new calipers. Hopefully it drives better. Also, of course, did an alignment to it since I had the stuff out anyway for the Porsche and the Miata. And maybe I'll start almost bonding with it. It's got to bond back with me, but maybe I'll start bonding to it. The point is, this is an 06 Outback. You can put bigger rear calipers and rotors on it. But if you do, make sure you say it several times to the person you sell it to, so they don't get buying the wrong parts all the time, like I just did. And if you have a Subaru, wheel bearings, brake calipers. They seem to not last very long. I did flush the front half of the system. When I figure out what size rotors I gotta get to fit the calipers I bought, I'll do that. I'll do the rear half then. And anyway, that's just it. Something I had not gone in the Subaru world too much, but wheel bearings, brake calipers. When they come with the bracket, it must be because the bracket bends a lot. That's my thought on that, because all my pads are wearing just a little bit angled. The bracket's bent, and then the pistons lock up on the caliper. So my little bit of Subaru input